You hear the buzz, and it's getting louder. Howard Stern might finally be wrapping up his legendary run on SiriusXM. His $100 million per year contract, one of the most expensive in radio history, is expiring soon, and new insider reports claim that SiriusXM isn't looking to renew it in full. Instead, they may be preparing a deal to keep Stern's existing shows archived on the platform, while pulling the plug on new content. For millions of fans across America who grew up with Stern's outrageous interviews and polarizing commentary, this could signal the end of an era. Let's get straight to why this is trending. Stern's deal with SiriusXM helped launch satellite radio into the mainstream back in 2006. Since then, his show has become the face of the platform, bringing in a loyal, aging audience. But with time, his influence and ratings have reportedly declined. Sources familiar with internal discussions say the company is looking at cost-cutting, and Stern's massive paycheck is the first place they're targeting. While SiriusXM hasn't made any official announcements, multiple outlets suggest that negotiations are leaning toward licensing Stern's library instead of keeping him live on air. This isn't just a money issue. It's also about relevance. Stern's once iconic shock jock persona has mellowed over the years, shifting from wild antics to in-depth celebrity interviews. That evolution earned praise in some circles, but also criticism from longtime fans who feel the show lost its edge. Add to that the competition from younger, trendier podcasts and YouTube creators who produce daily, viral content for far less money. And Stern's value proposition to SiriusXM starts to look shaky. It's a new media landscape, and he may no longer be the king of it. But there's another factor driving the trend: politics. Stern hasn't shied away from taking firm political stances, especially in recent years. His strong opposition to Donald Trump, whom he used to frequently host on the show, has alienated part of his former fan base. He also made waves with high-profile interviews, like his conversation with Vice President Kamala Harris, further cementing his alignment with liberal ideologies. While some applaud his authenticity, others believe his political commentary is partly responsible for declining ratings and tension with SiriusXM execs who want a more neutral, advertiser-friendly approach. And now, fans are split. Some are devastated, saying the end of Stern's live show would mark the loss of a unique voice in media. Others believe it's long overdue. Reddit threads and fan forums are filled with debates about whether Stern still deserves his massive salary, with comments like, "He barely works anymore, 3 days a week at most, and it hasn't been the same show for years." The divide is real, and it's only fueling the story. Even celebrities have weighed in, with former guests and comedians voicing mixed feelings about Stern's future. Now would be a great time to hit like if you're enjoying this deep dive. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is Stern's final chapter, or is he just pivoting to something new? And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss these updates, especially with media stories like this that shift fast. If the reports are true, this could play out in a few ways. One option is a scaled-back deal, a short-term, lower-paying contract that lets Stern wind things down on his terms. That would give SiriusXM time to transition and give fans a proper goodbye. Another possibility is that Stern leaves live broadcasting entirely but licenses his decades of shows for a hefty sum, letting SiriusXM continue to profit from the archives. Lastly, he could retire completely, or surprise everyone with a new podcast or media partnership outside. Regardless of what happens next, the end of Stern's live radio era would be monumental. Love him or hate him, there's no denying his impact on talk media. He pushed boundaries, reshaped what was acceptable on air, and built a loyal audience that stuck with him for decades. From raunchy comedy to emotional interviews, Stern evolved in ways few expected. And now, the industry is watching closely to see how he exits the stage, or if he even will. SiriusXM, for its part, is being cautious. They know how much his legacy matters, but they're also under pressure to modernize. They've invested heavily in podcasting, buying platforms like Stitcher, and signing deals with rising talent. The future may be less about giant personalities and more about scalable content networks. And in that model, Stern's style and cost may no longer fit. For those wondering if Stern could jump ship to Spotify or launch an independent show, it's possible but unlikely at this stage of his life. Sources say he's more interested in legacy than hustle. Plus, He's hinted in past interviews that retirement isn't just a fantasy. It's something he's seriously considering. He's reportedly said things like, "I've done everything I wanted. I don't want to keep doing this forever." That tone alone makes the cancellation rumors feel more credible. Still, nothing is confirmed. And that's why this topic is trending. People want answers. Is Stern being pushed out? Is he calling it quits on his own terms? Is this about politics, ratings, money, or all of the above? Until an official statement is made, speculation will continue to build. Whether this is the end or just a new beginning, Howard Stern is once again at the center of media conversation. That in itself is a testament to his enduring cultural power. In a world where headlines come and go fast, Stern still finds a way to make noise and get people talking. So if you've ever laughed, cringed, or been shocked by the Howard Stern Show, this might be the right time to tune in again, because you might be witnessing its final act out of SiriusXM.